Hi, it's Amanda, the Nail Polish Hound. Can you guess what nail polish collection I'm trying to dupe today? So I was inspired to do this by Topic Tuesday and the suggestion to shop your stash instead of buying a spring nail polish collection, and I had been thinking about the new Holo Taco collection, so I thought I'd shop my stash to see what I already have that is similar to this, and I don't have that collection, so of course I haven't got any direct comparisons for you. And as I go through this, I'm going to be doing some nail art for you as well. And the first one I'm looking at is a potential dupe for Sweet Tooth. And this is Nails Inc. Everyday Self-Care, but to be honest, I think I've got at least 2 or 3 pinks in this sort of a colour. And this one does go on okay. It's quite pale, and pale pinks tend to be quite difficult to work with. It's a little bit streaky, but actually not too bad. I've used an awful lot worse. So that was the first coat going on, and I think that's a pretty good dupe for Holo Taco Sweet Tooth. So the next one I'm trying to dupe is Peri Social, and I went for China Glaze Secret Periwinkle just because of the name really. I thought if I want a periwinkle polish, I'll go with the one with the name that fits. To be honest with you, I think this one's a little bit too blue in comparison. I might have something similar in my nail polish collection, but my polish collection's so big I couldn't find it, so this is what I went for. I don't think it's a very good dupe for Peri Social, and if I can't find a dupe for that, I think I will go ahead and buy that one. Next, I went looking for a dupe for Milky White Shimmer, and immediately I thought of OPI's Happy Anniversary, although this one is a little more champagne in colour than white, but it's the closest thing that I had really in my collection, so I thought I would give it a go anyway. And this one is very sheer, and you do have to build it up in at least 3 coats. I'm going to show you 2 so you get an idea, but you can see how sheer it is on the first one. And the next one was to try and find a dupe for Ginger Snatched, and I picked out Barry M's Ginger. Not a bad dupe, but I think that the Holo Taco polish is a little bit less saturated and a little bit darker than this one. But this has got a stunning formula. Love this polish, and to be honest with you, it's probably close enough for me. Next up we have the yellow in the collection. This one's called Butter Me Up, and the closest that I had was Revlon's Buttercup. And I think that this is also a pretty good match. Maybe the Holo Taco is a tiny bit paler, but not enough that I would bother to buy it. So a quick intermission now whilst I do second coats on those polishes. And now that that's done, I'm looking for a dupe for Black Flake Taco, and the closest that I had is Missoura's Black Little Grains. This one is a glitter polish, not a flaky, but it's not far off in appearance. Just being glitters, it's going to be harder to remove. I think that Rogue Lacquer's Batsy is actually a lot closer, so if you have that one, I think that would be a better dupe for the Holo Taco. So I did the best that I could with what I had. It's close-ish, but not as close, I think, as Rogue Lacquer's Batsy is. And then last of all, we had trying to find a dupe for brownie points, and I chose OPI's Chronological Order. This is the darkest brown polish that I had. I thought I would add that one to the ring finger, but I didn't like the appearance of this, so I thought I would try sponging them on over the top to get a nice gradient. For some reason, this wasn't working at all either. I expect if I'd sponged them on from the beginning, it would have been okay, but I just couldn't cover up that line in the middle. So then I went back in with some fresh polish and decided to try and use the fan brush on it, and this was working a bit better, so I did what I should have done and put the polishes on a mat and continued to use the fan brush to blend them a bit. It ends up looking a little bit messy, but don't worry, a top coat over the top of it while still wet is going to sort that out and blend it out nicely. So there eventually I got the sort of idea that I was originally after. So here's the final manicure. I think I got pretty close to the Holo Taco collection. Let me know what you think, but I still wasn't happy with that attempt at milky white shimmer, so what I did off camera is I used Tuck It In My Tucks by Essie, which is a sheer white polish. I used one coat of that, and then I put OPI's Happy Anniversary over the top. And I was much happier with that. I got that sort of white, milky, shimmery appearance instead of the more champagne one. So overall, I think that was a much better attempt than my first one using just Happy Anniversary. So let me know in the comments if you've tried duping any of the spring collections. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, then I hope you might like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!